Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a really good one for you today because I am at a place called Tamarack Beach. That is absolutely stunning. And I love coming down here. Beautiful surfing spot. Think about this, guys. There's a lot to cover. We got no power. We got no food, no water, no gas. It's party. It's going to be great. So much to cover right now. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And one thing that happened is Webull came back and they want to give you guys 6 shares of stock when you sign up for an account and you fund an account. It can be worth almost $11,000. Sign up with the link below if you want to trade stocks or cryptos. It's the easiest place to do it, but use the link below to take advantage of that. Now, first thing, Janet Yellen steps forward and says, hey, there's a problem because I misread the inflationary spike and how long it was going to be. Well, guys, again, Grandma Yellen is not just some woman and not some former member of somebody's administration. She is our Treasury Secretary. And this is ridiculous, guys, because think about this. We've had to live with these fake words like transitory. Things are transitory. Things are not going to last a long time. And all of us have to live through everything that we've lived through. And right now, we're living through something that's anything but transitory. And it's absolutely real with how bad this is. And if you are a member of society, so that, let's see, that means all of us, then you've experienced purchasing things for your home, your children, your business, just to live. And with that, it's incredibly difficult to do so. And none of us have ever believed that prices were just going to go down during this time. But hey, the administration is now committed to fighting inflation. And again, you have to believe that they mean this, right? Okay, when's that going to happen? In what lifetime is inflation going to go down? Because guys, think about this. I grew up in the 70s. I went to elementary school in the 70s. I watched my father's business get destroyed as a result of inflation. I saw something that he sold that had to be financed where people couldn't afford it because interest rates were over 20% for people to purchase that. And, oh, Dan, that would never happen again. What happened with Jimmy Carter would never happen. No, guys, we have inflation that is like it was 40 years ago. I went to the grocery store last night with a friend, and I'm in San Diego, by the way, on business. And as we're down here, we experienced crazy. I'm running through the weeds. This is so cool, okay? But you want to get to this side that I've never been to that's closed off. Look at this, guys. All the rocks and the surf's coming in. It's really cool. Just a beautiful spot. But everything we purchased has gone up. Now, I went to a CVS store yesterday and I was talking with the manager. Hey, you're that guy on YouTube? Yeah, oh, I love your channel, all that stuff. And she says, I want to tell you something, but don't say my store. And I said, okay. So you can just say a CVS. Think about this. As a manager, she used to start her shift and would get weekly 20 or 30 price increases a week. Then that's stepped up to every other day. Now it's every day. Now every day when she starts a new shift, there are hundreds of price increases. It used to be 30 and 40 cents for these price increases, and now the price increases are $5, $6. I bought Keurig coffee, the little containers that go into the machine. So when I go to a friend's house, I can have coffee. I hate flavored coffee because it's ridiculous. I don't like cinnamon brew, whatever, okay? Regular strong coffee. Anyways, so I bought this so when I'm at her house, there's coffee for me to drink. But they're normally $5.99 for the little 10-pack. $12 now, guys. And I'm like, this is insane. As I'm talking to this manager, she said, yeah, those went up $4 yesterday. $4 for the coffee. everything is sky high. We're going to have such an energy crisis right now. Australia steps forward and said, listen, we're going to have the biggest spike in energy prices in the month of July that we've ever seen in our lives. Now, guys, their summer is opposite of ours. Santa is a surfer in Australia. That's their thing. It's the opposite. Santa's not on snow. Santa's surfing. During this time of the year, it's the opposite. It's their winter. Their winter is going to be so bleak in Australia because energy prices are going to go through the flippin' roof right now. And again, it's not just here. It's everywhere. Here in California, on June 1st, we had the biggest water restrictions ever go into place here in California. And if you own a business, there are degenerates. I'm sorry, these people are hired to see if there's water scofflaws. So what they do is they go through communities and check to see if your sprinklers are on too much or if your sprinklers are wasting water. And they're paying these people to write up citations and fine people. Now, is that good conservation? I don't think it is. I think it's a waste of time, and there's other things that we can do. By the way, there's crime, there's homelessness, there's a lot of other things going on wrong in LA, but LA, the city of, is doing that. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out, because with LA, you get so much of the traffic with all of this. But isn't this beautiful, guys? Check this out. You got these cliffs, and you got the ocean right here, and people, they camp out on top of the rocks up here. So they're 10, 12, 15 feet in the air, and they put their towels up there. It's kind of nice, but just a beautiful blue beach, man. It's just stunning. So diesel prices through the roof. I have a friend, bought a used car, and asking advice on paying it off. I shouldn't have borrowed as long as I did. And the dealership, car is 3 years old, okay? I'm sorry, the car is 10 years old. She's had it for 3 years, and she wants to know if she should consider the dealer's offer to buy the car back. And I'm like, that's crazy that they're still offering money like this. I gotta get out of here without getting wet. So, insanity. There's no inventory for cars. The gas situation is going to get worse. But talking to the store manager last night at a Bonds store, telling me that they're concerned about deliveries, that they don't get normal deliveries on schedule right now for produce and for other merchandise. That things generally were like clockwork before with certain suppliers, and now they're not. And it's much more concerning. They don't know when they need, they get things delivered and don't know when they're going to have the staff to put everything out. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think. Just an absolute, this is beautiful down here. But I wanted to show you this one too, because this is like that beach in Laguna where there's no sand. Nobody's sitting on the sand, and these rocks just get pelted every day. And you can see here when I turn around how this thing disappears. This is gone. And you can see the moss growing on this because it gets wet so much and so long. Just a beautiful spot. And again, free parking, and people make fun of me for saying that. But when you go to certain places, I've got a friend here with me that was talking about one beach is $35 to park your car. 35 bucks. So, craziness, guys. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I think the water situation, Lake Mead, which supplies so much of our water here in Southern California, is creating such a problem with construction. They didn't want to have desalination plants in Huntington Beach because of how they would look off the coast. What are you going to do, guys? Where are we going to get water from? Wish it from the sky? It's not going to happen, guys. So we've got to do something that's going to fix this and make it so that we're going to have water, energy, everything. And it's a worldwide problem that's only going to get worse. And talking about, hey, I'm going to solve this problem. And, again, hey, I'm going to quit drinking. Okay, great. Just do it. Next week, big game's coming up, and I'm gonna have a few beers at the game. it gets crazy, guys. It gets to be nuts with the administration and our government talking about what they're gonna do. What they're gonna do, do you have faith in that? Seriously, at all? Because I don't. Because as I sat there and bought merchandise just to get through a night at a grocery store and spent $80 on crap, it was unbelievable how expensive things are. Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. One thing I get a kick out of is when people step forward, and now they've changed their tune. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, he stepped forward and he says, hey, you need to brace yourself because we're going to come through an economic hurricane, and that is only going to get worse from here. And he does not see inflation going away. He sees it destroying industries. He sees it affecting every aspect of the banking industry to where the average person is going to feel this. Now, the administration meets with the Fed and sits down and says we're going to aggressively solve the problem with inflation. You guys, come on, okay? Everything's shooting up. Everything is completely out of control. Nothing is going to stop this. Now, right now, I get a kick out of people that write me and tell me, hey, inflation is weakening, Dan. The market's capped. I was turned on to somebody today talking, that's a chart reader, talking about how we're going to have a very tumultuous summer that's going to lead to September and a market crash. Again, that's going to be like 2003, 2004. Whether you believe that or not, that's something you have to look at. Now, you've got to look at different hedges against inflation. I truly get a kick out of the Bitcoin argument that that's the thing that we all need to be part of. Okay? So far, it's not. I have a lot of people that are into cryptos and things like that send me different news, and I'm always fascinated by this. And it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the coming months. Elon Musk, okay? I'm a fan of Elon Musk lately because of stuff he's been saying and going through. But he's sick of people working remotely, okay? And that if you want to work remotely, don't work at Tesla. You can imagine yourself working someplace else. So, no more remote working for Tesla. Come into the office at all his companies, SpaceX, Tesla, everything. Now, I have a friend who's got a niece that works at SpaceX, and the carrot that was dangled in front of hers, if you work here 10 years, you'll be a millionaire. And she's not high up, she's not designing rockets, she's working at the company. So there's certain times you see companies that do stuff like that, where they'll have stock options and things like that, and people make a tremendous amount of money from those stock options. So, you know, again, what do you guys think about this stuff? What do you think about the remote working? Do you think people are productive? Elon Musk doesn't think so. Elon Musk says it's over with. If you're with one of our companies, you better be in the office. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, because I get a kick out of it. I get a kick out of it how everybody's fed up with it. But remember, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, okay? This guy is now sounding the bell that there's big problems coming ahead and we need to brace for it. Where were they 3 months ago? Seriously, if you knew that the hurricane was coming, that's what he says. It's going to be a financial hurricane. If you knew the financial hurricane was coming, wouldn't you have prepared a little better? All he's been telling us is how it's going to go away. La, 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 la. Okay? No, it's not. So, financial hurricane's coming. Share your thoughts and all this stuff. I really want to know what you guys think about this. Canada just announced that they have raised interest rates 0.5 point from their lending institutions, from institution to institution. Guys, it's going to continue to go up. It's going to continue to go up. The big problem is that people are seeing food prices go up at levels they've never seen. People write me all the time, people saying, you know, egg prices went up another 59 cents overnight. Prices are going up at a staggering rate. The USDA today announced they want you to anticipate over the next 30 days that food prices are going to hit a 42-year high for food prices alone. Where do you make this up, guys? Where do you prepare for this? Okay? Now, think about this, okay? 4.4 million people quit their jobs in April. And talking to different business coaches and different people that their job is to get people jobs, get them employed. There are 11.4 million jobs out there right now available. Nobody wants to work, guys. So either you believe that things are bad or they're not bad. Make up your mind, because this is the thing. I'm buying that they're bad. I'm buying that you're going to see mass layoffs in these companies that are not making money, that people don't have the money to buy things. Going to restaurants here in San Diego that were busy 90 days ago are not busy now. Oh, it's the holidays. It's not the holidays. No, guys, it's June. Beautiful. Weather's fantastic. Okay? People on the beach, bikinis, it's fantastic. Okay? You know, you've got to get ready for this stuff. But a 42-year high for the USDA, that is monumental, guys. That is catastrophic. How does the average person deal with that? Now, dealing with somebody from the oil and gas industry that writes me on a regular basis, and I cannot even use his first name, has brought up such a great point. The problem with rationing gas, what do you do with fire trucks? What do you do with ambulances? What do you do with delivery trucks that don't have oil and gas? Oh, that would never happen, Dan. They will always have it. They come first. Oh, okay. Okay? That's what we're about to experience right now, is some crazy times like that, where you're going to see people have to go without. Imagine if you called an ambulance, they didn't show up, guys. Or you called a fire truck and they didn't show up. Imagine a world like that. That's anarchy, guys. That's chaos. That's a chaos festival is what that is. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I just think that it's in front of us over and over and over again. And nobody wants to sit down and look at the hard numbers and the hard facts with all this stuff. Isn't this beautiful? That's absolutely stunning. It's really interesting to see the tide in so much and see how it just takes out the beaches, you know? One thing that's crazy down here, and I can't see it, is these guys swim out here and spearfish out here. So, kind of cool. Like to see that, but can't get too close to that. I get sick of the blame game on things right now. You know, baby formula blame game, you know, high gas price blame game. But now that it's June, you've got a couple states, actually 3, that are lowering the gas prices by giving you a gas tax holiday. Now, to give you an idea, New York, 16 cents. Your gas went down June 1st, 16 cents a gallon. Is that a big deal? Is that enough when gas in New York is like $4.30? Okay? So now it's $4.15. Okay? You guys happy with that? Is that noticeable with you? Here in California, we have the highest gas tax in the country, and it is 52 cents a gallon is what it almost gets to. That's crazy, guys. Plus, our gas tax is tied to inflation. So when you have a huge inflationary spike like we've just had, the gas tax is going to go up even higher this year. Highest it's ever been. And we have that to look forward to as well. A couple things that I think are funny. Jim Cramer, the clown-in-chief from CNBC, has stepped forward and says, hey, let's learn how to pick the next high flyer like Tesla. Would you follow this guy's advice? Seriously, he's got that investment club that I think is an absolute joke, but now he wants you to pinpoint and find the next Tesla that you can make money on. Wow, who's going to follow Jim Cramer right now? Seriously, okay? And again, a shill to have you buy, okay? Here's a couple cryptocurrency stories. They're kind of fascinating. The first one is Dogecoin. Dogecoin came from nothing and shot up, and it had a lot to do with Elon Musk getting involved in it and talking about it. And again, if that guy talked about, you know, anything, people would buy it. There's that. One of the men that started Dogecoin said that Elon Musk is a grifter, and it's terrible. No, a grifter, in my opinion, is Jim Cramer, because I just think that pushing. And again, when do you get out? When do you run for the hills, okay? When do you get solid advice? Listen, folks, we're going to go through such a tough economic period. Get some serious financial advice and get some help on your 401k and on your investments so you don't lose your retirement savings. How about Jim saying that, okay? So this guy wants to get upset with Elon Musk about Dogecoin. And by the way, this guy sold all his Dogecoin and didn't see the run-up with the Dogecoin market, so he's an imbecile. There's that. The next thing is Shiba Inu, which is another coin that the original person that created this had been silent for a year, and now he's talking again about this. So does that interest you? Does that make you say, gosh, I'm going to buy Shiba Inu right now? And by the way, you know, it's on Webull that if you wanted to buy it, you could do it, but it's like 0.4 zeros and then a number. It's so cheap that $25 can get you hundreds of thousands of coins, okay? That's how cheap it is. But somebody coming up and speaking from a year ago, does that make a big deal? Does that make you want to buy something? Share your thoughts on all this stuff when it comes to crypto, because I'm fascinated by it, because I do not get a straight answer from anybody. Even the people that call themselves experts cannot answer certain things. Let's face it, guys, living in a resort state and a resort community, we see a lot of people that travel here every year. And there's a great survey talking about what people are concerned about. And this came from a couple different sources, and out of the New York Post for a California story. What is most concerning to people right now traveling? Gas prices. That is the biggest concern with everybody right now. Air travel is up 33%. Hotels are up 40% on an average. And here's the thing. I hate going to hotels right now because of the lack of service that you get. The idea of going to a hotel room and not having them clean your room is insanity. You might as well stay at home, guys. The idea of going there is to get fluffy new towels every time you take a shower, have coffee in your room, and just relax, and then you go out to the beach or go out to do your day, come back, and your room's clean. It's the greatest thing ever. Not anymore, guys. So the biggest problem right now is gas prices. That's everybody's biggest concern. It's not health. It's nothing. It's gas, which is going to destroy things. It's going to destroy restaurants. It's going to destroy air travel. It's going to destroy absolutely everything. In Los Angeles, story below, that there are many gas stations over $8 a gallon now. Now here in San Diego, $6.30, $6.40, we're seeing that all over. I'll bore you guys with a few of the gas pump prices right here, but that's nuts, guys. It's when do you draw the line, okay? When do you sit there? When is this gonna make an impact on you that you're not gonna go someplace because of gas prices? Restaurants down here, we're adding a health crisis, charge because of what was going on. They added an increase, $2.50, $4. Now they're adding fuel surcharges with restaurants. Would you pay that at a restaurant? Because everybody that will talk to me at restaurants tell me the same thing. People are spending less when they come here. It's regardless of vacation. People are saying, nah, we're not gonna get drinks. We'll just get water, and no salad with our pasta. We'll just get the entree. We'll split things. People are spending less and less when they go out. Are you experiencing this? Because I'm floored by food prices. I'm floored by vegetable and fruit prices right now are through the roof. There was a prepackaged bowl of watermelon, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. It's fresh. They packed it today. $12. I'm like, no. Okay? You could buy 2 watermelons for that, even though the watermelons are higher priced than they've ever been. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. When do gas prices leave a dent in your business or in your travel plans? Because I get people that write me and they're flipping out over $4. Oh, Dan, it's insane what we're going through here in Florida. It hit $4.30. Share it. Let me know, guys. Let everybody know what's going on about this, because I think this is going to be a bleak travel season. I think it's going to be a bleak summer where there's going to be a ton of staycations where people are going to stay home. Let's remodel the house. Let's buy the blow-up pool for the backyard. I think you're going to see more and more of that stuff and do that. What do you guys think? Let me know, because that's what I think people are going to do in the coming months. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories, and think about this. Michael Kors, the Capri Company, Versace, steps forward and says that they're making more money than ever, and that people are buying high-end brands and still spending money in those stores. That is insane, guys. Now you can say just the rich people are doing this, but the average person is going into debt to get a great pair of shoes, to get a great handbag, Jimmy Choo shoes, all this stuff. The article is out of Reuters below, which is nuts, guys. It's absolutely insane that people are doing this. Which leads to the next story, which is 25% of the average seniors right now have to postpone retirement because of inflation. So, again, you have to save for a rainy day. You have to be prepared. When you have, a fat cat like Jamie Dimon talking about how we're going to come to an economic hurricane, he's finally admitting this after 6 months of don't worry, it's going to end soon, don't worry, it's going to end soon, la 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 la, that we're going to have a financial hurricane. And 25% of the people out there cannot afford to retire at their scheduled date that they were going to retire. Honey, we got to make some changes because we've lost so much money in the stock market, or we're not financially prepared. That's sad. That's nuts. It's too bad. Next thing is exotic dancers. They say they are a gauge for the economy and how well it's doing, and that we're heading to a recession right now because less people are going to the clubs that have exotic dancers. The tips are lower, and maybe it's the quality of the people that they're dancing. I don't know, but they're saying it's a huge sign that we're coming to a recession because people are not spending money like they used to at places like that. That is crazy, guys, when you hear that, okay? The final thing. Do you guys use DoorDash? Do you do Uber Eats? Do you do all that stuff? I never do, okay? For 1,000 reasons. Because, number one, I've been in restaurants, and there's some restaurants I really like that are really reasonable, but they'll have 25 meals lined up to go. And I'm like, well, how long are those sitting there before the driver comes, picks them up, takes them, and then they deliver them, okay? There's that. But here's a staggering thought from one of my favorite sites called Study Finds, where they say, listen to this, 80% of the drivers, 80% have admitted to sampling your food. Wow, where do I sign up to have them deliver my next meal? So I'm going to run through this and not get hit by a wave right here. It's beautiful. The tide comes in. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the email list. We've got a Patreon channel you can sign up for if you want more access to me. And if you guys, don't forget, if you want to trade stocks or cryptos, the easiest place to do it is Webull, and the link is below, and they'll give you 6 free shares of stock for depositing anything in an account. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. The silver announcement is coming out in the next 2 days. Thank you, guys.